Good morning. I promised a few of my viewers that I would go into a little more detail on what I've done and what I'm doing to get such a good signal out of this thing. Okay. So first of all, the way I did the antenna, I kept the wire coming off of the transmitter as short as possible. Also cut the clover leaf antenna at the base as short as possible to solder the wires. I barely left enough to turn it into here, and it actually connects to the back. So I just put a slight bend in it, just long enough to get into the, you can see it, the little cup things where the antenna came out before. I'm actually using that to hold the antenna in. Had it in there, a few crashes. Now what I built the feed out of, you could use two things. You could use old caps from super glue. You just cut them down to where they're about the height. These are actually the anchor screws for drywall. This is the plastic part that goes in the hole before the screw goes in. So that's how I've got my feet. And of course the wide angle lens just goes glued on there. So the next question was, what have I done differently to the controller to get a better range? Now, rather than modifying it, I wanted to keep it as stock as possible, other than the little antenna sticking out. I didn't want a bulky battery on the back. I tried doing a 9-volt. It didn't act right, so I kind of shied away from that. So instead I got these 2600 milliamp 1.5 volt rechargeable batteries. Your voltage goes down to about, I think it's 4.8, something like that, but it's more constant, so you got more runtime. From what I understand, and I might be wrong, you can't increase the range by just increasing the battery power. It's actually in the board, in the receiver, in the transmitter. There's sort of a small governor that governs how much power is going to go to that anyway. So that's why they're rated at different wattages. So the other thing I've done to help increase my range, and I don't know if you've seen some of my videos, I haven't been able to edit, so I'm just taking them directly off of this from my phone and then posting them. But this here is a aftermarket Hubsan 500 milliamp battery. The ones that come with it are these small, you can see the difference in the length themselves. They're both single cells, but this one has 200 or 120 milliamp more, so you're going to get a little more runtime. And in my opinion, the longer you fly, the more time with good reception you're going to have. So if you start running this down, say, to a quarter or a half of what it's going to give you anyway, well, you're still running out of signal range. In this one, it just lasts a little longer, and it seems like it gives you a better signal if they're well charged. So that's about it. Thank you for watching.